This news webcast is brought to you by the Ahmadi Muslim Youth Association in the UK.
Assalamu alaikum. I'm Arslan Rana from MTA Muslim Research Association, currently standing at Platform Theatre in Islington, getting ready for AMRA Talks. These are a series of new interesting talks to spur research, get people interested into what researchers are currently researching on, and get their interesting research out there into the world.
The standard lifetime of a light bulb so that you could sell more. And Osram, General Electric, Philips, they all came together under this big cartel, they called it Phoebus, and they decided that what they were going to do is have a maximum lifetime. So none of those manufacturers would make a light bulb last longer than that. And there was a lot of PR spin at the time. They were saying that they would say, oh, we've done this because our bulbs are now more energy efficient, and they were brighter than they were before, and that's why we've got to reduce the lifetimes and all this. But the reality is, it was a small group of people getting very rich very quickly.
Hi, I'm Andreas Kafisis, and today I work at Imperial College London, and my expertise is materials chemistry. And today I'm going to try and answer this question: can sunlight and water fuel our future? And in fact, this is the question that I'm trying to answer on a daily basis at work. But what does this question even mean? How can water be a fuel?
Also looking at the mechanisms that go on in our brain that determine whether we are going to undergo normal aging or pathological aging, which means, for example, getting dementia. So let me start by telling you a story. And this story is of a woman who was a German in the early 1900s. She was called Auguste D. And she started to behave she started to behave abnormally. What she did was she was finding it very difficult to remember things. She was having difficulty doing simple tasks.
And I attended today's a wonderful event hosted by AMRA. And I thought the talks were amazing. They covered such a breadth of topics. And one thing that I really enjoyed was they all brought a spirituality to all the talks related to the academics, and that was really inspiring and very interesting to see.
It's extremely interesting. I learnt so much. The talks were about different fields of science and research, and I think they really showed how religion can go alongside science, even though there seems to be so much conflict about it nowadays.
I found it very interesting, and it was a lot of food for thought, and it was just really interesting to see, a variety of research that's happening in the community, and just, seeing the different, knowledge that everyone has and how they're sharing it as well. And it's really interesting just to come here and have an insight into that and seeing how they're actually changing the world bit by bit in their various domains.
The Research Association was founded about 6-7 years ago under guidance from Huzur Aqdas. And the aim is to encourage young Khuddam to go into research and facilitate those who are already in research in their endeavors. And one of the most important aspects of this is trying to create something which you could consider a spiritual scientist, someone who uses the Holy Quran to inform their scientific research.